Is my hair okay? Is my beard freshly shaved? Oh, hey, welcome back. This video, we're going to talk about your appearance and how it helps to have a good photo or photos for your coaching business. You know, being a coach means that you're an authority. Someone looks up to you. You're in a position where you can influence, guide, and make an impact in someone else's life. And unfortunately, as humans, we tend to judge people in less than 5 seconds of meeting someone, whether you're meeting them in person or online. And the reality is, your appearance does matter, but probably not to the degree that you think. And I'm going to share with you some details about that right now. And I'm also going to share with you on how you can get some AI headshots done pretty quickly. And I'm going to give you a tool and a resource to do that. But first, let's just rewind for a second and go back to why it's important to even have a professional headshot taken of yourself and not one of like you just hanging out in your backyard. Or, man, I've seen photos come in from our clients where they just take a photo and they're in their house and the lighting is all bad and the staircase is behind them, and it just doesn't look good. It's mostly like lighting and little issues like that. And why that's important is because your audience, your clients are looking to you as an authority, as someone who's going to tell them what to do. Now, the reality is, would you take advice if you just like walked up to someone who was completely, I'm going to just use the word homeless. Now, I'm sure you're going to have like all these pictures, and imagine when you say the word homeless, you have all this imagery coming into your mind, right? So if that was, if that's the extreme, then you don't want to look that way, right? So people judge quickly by appearance. And if you're someone who is collected and has, really powerful thoughts, a proven system and a process and something that's going to help people, then you have to get more on the other side, which is, let's just say, the ballroom dress and the tuxedo, right? So we have two different extremes, right? So today I'm going to share and sprinkle a little bit of AI into this conversation, because I'm going to give you both sides, because AI is really one of the most powerful tools that we have. And I also want to give you a way to like quickly get something going. If you're maybe like stalling or stagnant in this area of your business, then I want to give you a quick tool that you can use literally with your phone or if you have a camera at home. What you can do and what I want to introduce you to is Headshot Pro. Now, ironically, I got a welcome email in my inbox today saying, "Happy New Year, you haven't used your photos yet." And I'm like, oh, right. So I want to say earlier last year, it was literally a year ago probably, but earlier in the year, I got this Headshot Pro. I paid $50, and I think it was for like 50 photos, something like that. And actually, let me just jump into my account, and I'm just going to show you real quick what I paid for and how it works and you can see. See, I paid $49 right here. 2023. Right? So I had this sitting in my account for a long time, and I said, one day I'm going to use it. Now, the reason why I had a little bit of one day I'm going to use it is because in my nature, I still like professional photos, and I think you should have those too. And I'll give you an example. When people come out to my mastermind and we're hanging out in the mansion, we have a photographer there, videography, and we're getting real live videos and photos of you in the mansion. So it makes it more real. Now, what I'm about to show you is going to look very nice as well from Headshot Pro. However, it is going to look duplicated. So let's go into it and dive right in and see why you should at least try some of this. All right. So here I'm going to jump into my account, and these are some results I did literally, no joke, just like a few days ago. You're going to see here, so they're all loading, downloading, and all that stuff. So now what I did was I uploaded 3 photos of myself, selfie shots. I took my phone, made sure I had a little bit of lighting on my face, and then I uploaded it, and here we go. And you're able to choose different outfits and backgrounds. That's the cool thing. And I know they have different pricings for this. Let me just jump over here real quick so that you can see this. So they have different ones. Oh, look. So it's now $39. I paid $49. So here's the thing. You have the basic, which is 30 headshots, no retries. I don't recommend that. Then you have the 50 total headshots. Then you have one retry included, thousands of styles to choose from. I think that's really important, and ready in 30 minutes. Mine was done in like 15 minutes. And then you have the $60 ones, which is 70, and that's done in 15 minutes. 70 total headshots, 46 credits, one retry, very real, ultra realistic. I haven't used this one, but I'm sure it's probably even more amazing. So I want to show you my profile here, what I have completed. So I uploaded this. Again, you can change your outfit and you can change your background. So a lot of the times you're going to see that it's this almost the same, like my head is in the same position, my eyes are shaped the same way, I have the same smile, and it doesn't really change so much. So you can see, this was a simple black shirt. Then you're going to see I got the red shirt going on here, then the blue jacket, blue blazer with the white shirt there. Now, unfortunately, you cannot change objects on your face. I know I've seen other platforms that do that, where you can actually change your glasses. You can add earrings. You can add eyebrow rings if you wanted to. There's a lot of that you can do extra, but this one does not do that. Okay. Now this is what I was looking for. So you see this guy here. He looks like the Spanish or the Brazilian me. He looks like the Brazilian Nathan. It looks a little different. This one looks a lot like me because I wear a lot of Nike, mostly all Nike actually. And this looks like the Brazilian me. So it's not really me. And you just don't want to like those or star those. You just let them be. And then you can see other versions here with the blues and grays and the blacks. And you can see all the different backgrounds you can choose from. And look how many photos. Like, I'm just going to keep going. Oh, look at me. Now, they even gave me some. Now, the cool thing I found was they gave me some with colored backgrounds that I didn't even choose. I never chose one colored background. There's a white background and there's a gray background. I never chose those, but they gave them to me for free. That's one thing I noticed. So they're actually like adding more. So you're probably going to see even more photos here that are just gifts. Like here's a blue one, another blue one. There you go, right? So here you have like the home background. I didn't even choose this. This was extra. Like they just gave it to me, right? So they just gave me extra ones. I know those backgrounds I didn't choose. Now, this is where I start changing into maybe my twin brother, right? Now I start a guy with like a little bit longer hair, kind of more my length right now. Then we got the shorter, like Spanish Nathan, Then we got, I don't know, maybe you can call this the French Nathan. So we got that going on, right? Yeah. So then we got the American Nathan over there, and they all look kind of similar, a little bit different, but that's what it does. Then you get all of these. All you have to do is click download all, and it sends it to your email. Just download it to your device. And now you have all these AI shots, and they all look pretty decent and better than maybe if you don't want to go hire a professional photographer. Now, listen, years ago, I used to have my coaching clients, they would hire someone local or go to a local studio and get this done for anywhere between $200 to maybe $500, anywhere, depending on the studio and what they're trying to do. And they can do different backgrounds and all that stuff. So the more backgrounds you have, obviously the more cost goes up. So, this is like a quick, sure way that you can get the different backgrounds and different outfits pretty quickly and look decent for a very minimal price. The only thing that I would suggest is, the only thing I don't like about it, it's like almost the same facial expressions that you're going to see. It doesn't matter, like, oh, that was a big sneeze. But it doesn't matter if you upload different styles of photos, it's still going to have like the same smile or, look that you have. It's going to be just duplicated that way. So I don't really like that too much. But hopefully maybe in the future they'll change. But again, this doesn't take away the quality of live. Like I was mentioning earlier, I'm just going to throw this up here. Let me put that down. Yeah, so at the Mansion meetup, we literally get video and photos of you at the mansion while we're going through the training, while we're, networking and building our businesses. But in the mansion meetup, we have the video and photo guys that can pull you aside, maybe by the pool or with a beautiful background, or maybe in the patio or whatever it is on the staircase. And oh man, look at me, that's when I had really short hair. So, or maybe while you're giving your presentation, or right, so you get those live photos done right at the mansion meetup. So now if you're interested in that, or if you're interested in getting Headshot Pro, let me tell you where you can get these resources. Number one, if you want to get 15% off, go into the link in the description and you can get 15% off of Headshot Pro by using my link. So that gives you a nice little discount there, better than the prices they had, better than the price I paid, which is great for you. And they give you 50% off, and I think they add like 20 more credits to me, just so you know. And then the other thing is, if you're interested in the mastermind, maybe coming out to the mansion, taking some photos and videos, but also scaling your business. I was ready to say it's real estate business. If you're interested in scaling your coaching business and learning how to maybe jumpstart it or start making more money and scaling your coaching business, then there's a link in the description for that as well, where you can apply and then we can jump on a call and see if it's a good fit. So use these resources, get started. We also talk about these kinds of things in our community. I'll put a link in that as well, the Fearless Millionaire community. If you're struggling or maybe stuck in launching or closing your first maybe coaching client and getting your first clients and working, wherever you're struggling, you can click on the links in the description and we'll get you moving forward in that way too. So that's it. That's what I wanted to show you today, and why, again, this is so important in your business is because people do pay attention to these things. All right, if you found this helpful, like this video so I know, and I'll see you in the next one.